there's the bell for round one. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. A well-placed hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming.
Considering we're outside in the sold-out arena, it almost feels like the Roman Coliseum and two gladiators going at it.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Ted, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be. So you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking to fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Beautiful counter shot. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. Let's score with that right uppercut. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. A swing and a miss with the left hook. Can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Swing and a miss with the jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. And there's the bell to start round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Well done with that counter shot. Nope, that jab not going to score. Nice counter shot. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This is a high-octane battle. It's bombs away. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. A straight right, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Douglas in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has... Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight. And he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. Beautiful counterpunch. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good left counter that lands. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. This fight has a real good flow to it. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good defense there. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage. On to the fourth we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Swing and a miss with the hook. Nice counter. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Straight right just misses. And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. And Buster Douglas goes to the canvas. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you final 10 seconds here. Unless something major happens, I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a... Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick it because you've got to get some before you get in close.
That uppercut misses. Nice counter. Catch and shoot. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. Good counter punching. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Let's start the sixth. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
He threw a punch and just got countered. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The jab slightly off target. The right hook misses. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Has to be careful for that. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell to start round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well done with that counter shot. And Big Daddy Bowe got rocked. How are they still standing?
Bean Days now needs to stay.
Oh my God, Johnny! Big Daddy in trouble. Disaster averted.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. These are heavyweights, but I'll tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
You've got to be correct.
And Big Daddy goes down. As As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, and you continue.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for... There's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it.
Oh, my God, Johnny. Stumbling around in potholes. They've avoided catastrophe there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
His stamina is off the charts. Tried to score with the uppercut. And he scores with the counter. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. He is down big time on the scores. And there's the bell for round 9. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
So one who draws first blood, Todd, that's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Beautiful counter punch. No rest for the weary. And forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he misses with the left uppercut. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Goes down. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
talk about Bowe in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown. And here comes the 10th round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They exchange punches. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice stop, but that won't score. And Bowe is dazed. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Do you believe this? Neither fighter willing to slow down. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And the big fella stumbling backwards. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3-minute. There's the bell to start round 11. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catches.
Whoa, Bowe took that, and he didn't take it well at all. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt. What's the referee thinking right now? Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit, because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
Every time they throw a shot, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Douglas in that last round. You know that bell was... And there's the bell to start round 12. After that last round, something has got to change. Hold that thought! And now going for the finish. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
think of holding on here for a minute. No rest for the weary. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing. Whoa, wait a minute! And the big fella stumbling backwards. And it appears they weathered the... Whoa, wait a minute! And Bowe is dazed. And the Big Daddy hits the floor. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That is...